tell Bog Bear.
Okay, I've seen enough.
See what I mean?
Yeah, if insects can get that big, then what chance do we stand?
Exactly. We need to alert the authorities. Do you have the number to the Pentagon?
What's the Pentagon?
Good question. I just heard it once in a TV show.
Mountain Boy, look out!
Ah! Oh no! They must have heard about us calling the Pentagon and now they're sending bug spies. Bog Bear? Look at your fur! You're covered in bugs!
Ah! Oh, wait. Those are just the crickets I rent my fur to. Stevie, Ricky, Clyde.
Oh, okay. But that one's still getting closer.
Ah! Whew, we're safe. For now.
But once the big ones find out what you did, we're gonna be in trouble. We need backup. Man Jon! Man Jon? Oh no! We're too late!
A giant insect must have eaten his head!
Oh no! Mountain Boy, Bog Bear, calm down. I'm fine. Phew! We thought a giant bug got to you. No, I was pretending to be a butterfly in a cocoon. How was it? You know, it was dark. So, what's all this talk about giant insects? Well, Stinky Bog Bear and I just watched a movie about giant insects, and we're really scared. We need help. Well, Mountain Boy, you're in luck because insects don't get that big. They're actually really small. Really? So, we don't have to worry about them knocking over our homes?
Or eating all our shoes?
No, of course not. Most insects are pretty harmless, and they're really cool. Did you know that butterflies taste using their feet?
Well, yeah, doesn't everybody?
That's cool, but I'm still scared of them. Yeah, I get that, but there's nothing to be afraid of. What if I told you some really cool facts about insects? I guess it couldn't hurt. Let's see if there's anything in our sling-a-thing that can help us find a few. Hey look, a magnifying glass. Magnifying glasses make small things look big. All right, let's go find some insects. Hey look, a honeybee. Did you know that honeybees communicate by dancing? They do a dance called the waggle dance to tell their friends where the best flowers are.
I love a bug that knows how to get down.
Who doesn't? Can we see your best waggle dance? This is mine. That is pretty fun, but I'm still not sold. Hey look, a cricket. Did you know that crickets hear through their knees? Isn't that neat? Let's go find some more insects. Fireflies light up when they talk to each other. It's like sending a secret message with a flashlight.
Fireflies? More like fire spies. Am I right?
Great dad joke, Bog Bear.
But I'm not a dad.
Let's go. Now this is one of my favorite insects. Ladybugs have a lot of spots, sometimes up to 20. They help scare off predators. Really? What's so scary about spots? Ah! What's wrong with you? Where are all those spots? Oh, I get it. Okay, go on. This might be the coolest insect ever. Did you know a praying mantis can turn its head 180 degrees? How cool was that? Whoa, I wish I could do that.
Not impressed. I've seen an owl turn their head further.
So, Mountain Boy, how are you feeling about insects now? Well, I guess bugs aren't as scary as I thought. Well, glad I could help. Now, back to being a cocoon. Maybe if I pretend hard enough, I can grow wings. Wait, I'm not completely cured.
Too late, Mountain Boy. He's a cocoon again.
Sliding, crawling on the ground. Tiny bugs don't make a sound. Under rocks they can be found.
Watch your step, bugs all around. If you have at least 6 legs, you're bugging me. If you like tiny eggs, you're bugging me. If you have a bunch of eyes, you're bugging me. If you like to munch on flies, you're bugging me.
All the things that bugs can do, they help plants grow.
What bug are you? Bugs on plants, bugs on the dirt, bugs on the bus, bugs in your shirt. Bugs are here, bugs are there. Billions of bugs that are everywhere.
If you have at least 6 legs,
You're bugging me.
if you have tiny eggs,
You're bugging me.
If you have a bunch of eyes,
You're bugging me. If you like to munch on flies, you're bugging me. All the things that bugs can do, they crawl on walls. What bug are you? Bugs in the grass,
bugs on a boat,
bugs in your shoes, bugs in your coat. All the things that bugs can do.
Worms make silk.
What bug are you? Bugs in the mud, bugs on the ice, bugs in your hair. Those bugs are lice. All the things that bugs can do. Bugs are friends. What's bugging you? Ha ha ha.
Mountaineers, do you like catching bugs as much as I do? Well, if you do, I think we need to make a home for them. Well, if we make a home, what should we make? Let's make a terrarium. First, we need to make a base for a terrarium, and I'm going to start with the rocks from our garden. Mountaineers, I think that's enough rocks. Now we need some dirt to make it nice and soft for the bugs. Looking pretty good, guys. Now let's get some plants so the bugs have something to eat. These plants look good. There's lots of leaves so that way the bugs can eat it. Okay, let's put them in. Do you think we should add more leaves? Wow, this is a cool flower. Oh, this one looks pretty. Let's add some color to our terrarium. Wow, the terrarium looks awesome. Wow, this is a really cool home we made for our bug friends. I can't wait to put them in it. What are your guys' favorite bugs?
The Early Worm Gets the Bird by Tall Corgi Kids. Nicholas Dirtmore was a worm who loved to wake up early. His favourite part of the day was doing his morning routine while watching the sun come up. There was nothing better than cleaning his room, freshening up for the day, drinking his favourite cup of mud coffee, and catching up on the news on wormweekly.com. Crisp autumn mornings were the best, the cool breeze blowing against his face, the way the orange and red leaves looked glistening under the morning dew. Nicholas Dirtmore's mornings would have been perfect if it wasn't for one thing: the early bird. The early bird had a morning routine of his own, and his only objective was to get the worm. Every morning, the early bird would terrorise poor Nicholas Dirtmore and ruin his perfect mornings. Nicholas knew he had to do something. He would never have another relaxing morning as long as the early bird was around. So Nicholas Dirtmore came up with a plan to stop the early bird. That night, while the early bird was asleep, Nicholas put his plan in motion. If he couldn't enjoy his mornings, well, then no one would. Nicholas's plan was foolproof. All he had to do was wait until the morning. The next morning, the early bird was surprised to find Nicholas Dirtmore waiting for him. This was the moment the early bird had been waking up early for. He was finally going to get the worm. The early bird had fallen for Nicholas's trap. As soon as he grabbed the fake worm, a trap sprung up to capture him. Nicholas Dirtmore had done it. The early worm had gotten the bird. "Why do you chase me every morning?" said Nicholas Dirtmore to the early bird. "I can't even enjoy my coffee with you around. What did I ever do to you?" The early bird thought long and hard about Nicholas's question. He had never considered that his morning routine might be ruining someone else's. The early bird apologized for ruining Nicholas's mornings, since he knew how important a morning routine was. Nicholas Dirtmore agreed to let him out of the cage under one condition. The early bird agreed to take a few mornings off so Nicholas could enjoy his favorite time of day and his favorite cup of mud coffee, of course.
Make sure to subscribe to the Mountain Boy Kids channel. And if you want great stories like the one you heard in this episode, get your very own Tall Corgi Tales paperback book on Amazon. See you later.